Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of the Tactical Tauntaun, where we discuss X-Wing miniatures, Imperial Assault, Destiny, and Star Wars Rebellion, and pretty much everything in the Star Wars universe. I'm Patrick, and as always, off camera today is Will, and we have today Joel Demister.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you did.
You need to buy a vowel, dude.
I know.
4 E's.
Yep.
As we like to call him, Easy E.
Easy.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. So Joel is a member of the 336 Tauntaun Squadron with the rest of us, and he came out today to shoot some flying videos with his favorite, I guess your favorite character in the Star Wars universe.
That's correct.
And that is?
Dash Rendar.
Dash Rendar.
The best.
Boo. So Dash Rendar is in several books.
Yes.
What series is he in?
Shadows of the Empire is what he is in.
Okay, and so you read that and kind of got a man crush on him.
Yes.
I
As a child, I loved the books. The video game for Nintendo 64 was great.
Awesome. So when you got into X-Wing, you got in about February? February. So very short amount of time. It's been cool to watch you kind of develop as a player and how good you've gotten, and very quick learning curve for you. I think that it's a lot of fun playing with you because you're just fun, and we really give Joel a lot of crap. But we kid because we care, and he takes it and he dishes it out too.
Yes,
so
that's correct.
All right, well, tell me a little bit about how this build came about, because this was an evolution. This is a process to get your list where it's at. So just kind of tell everybody a little bit how that happened.
Yeah. So my first list was Dash and a Ghost.
Okay.
I didn't have all the cards I needed, so Dash. It was kind of a version of Super Dash, not quite, and then my Ghost had like a dorsal turret on it. It was bad. So I took that to my first tournament ever, about maybe a month in, won one game, got wrecked otherwise. So
I remember that.
Yeah. Yep. So everybody told me about the Super Dash build. No, I had missed Super Dash. So Rainbow Dash was out at the time. So the original Super Dash is Dash, Outrider, Heavy Laser Cannon, Kyle Katarn, engine upgrade. And so they used the Kyle Katarn. When you cleared the stress, you got the focus and all that. Well, when Kanan came out, it was a lot better. Sure. So that became Rainbow Dash. So I flew that, which is Outrider, HLC, engine upgrade, Kanan Jarrus, push the limit, all of that. So it was about a 58-point dash, very expensive.
So I remember when you first started playing, you didn't have all the stuff you needed for stuff, but we're kind of helping you with. Don't worry about it. Just say you got it on there. We don't care because we're just practicing stuff. But I remember the next week you came back and I think you had gone and bought every ship.
Pretty much, yes.
Joel just says, "I'm all in, baby."
Yep. Yes.
Literally, I think you went and bought almost every ship, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So my original Dash build was the Rainbow Dash with a Ghost. It was okay. It was hard because they picked one and just focused it down and it got wrecked.
So then you took off the Ghost. You added in what?
Yes. So then I added in. Well, I tried Miranda for a while. So I did a Missile Miranda build for a while. Okay. Didn't work the greatest with her either. I've tried Dash with a couple Z95s. I've tried Dash with a U-Wing. I've tried him with a lot of different stuff. Yes. So the U-Wing
Will has things to say about U-Wings.
Yeah. The U-Wing is not. I love the ship. It's not the greatest. So
Joel, just so y'all know, Joel would love more than anything to be able to play U-Wings.
Yes.
But just they're not really good enough.
They're not. I own 3 and I can't do anything with them. Right now they're both.
How was that 3 U-Wing list? Oh yeah,
not good. So
you need to add the 4th in.
I know. I've tried a 4 U-Wing list before. Also didn't go too good for me. So 4 U-Wings fire control system. They just blow up.
So then we had Wave 11 come out.
Yes.
And that gave us Captain Nim.
Right, which brought Nim, and I thought at that time I had started to experiment with what they call the Eco Dash list, and that is Dash, Outrider, HLC, Ray. I feel like I'm missing one more thing.
HLC? You said HLC.
Yep, HLC. What am I missing? I don't remember. But it's Eco Dash. It's 52 points. Oh, Lone Wolf. Duh. It's Eco Dash, 52 points. So I put him with Nim because I thought they're both good at circling. And Dash and Nim both want to kite the opponent, and so that way you can kind of have both ships kiting at the same time, Nim dropping bombs.
And tell people what you mean by kiting.
And so Dash wants you to chase him. because he wants to stay at range 3. So everybody knows about the HLC limitation. Once they get in range 1 of Dash, he cannot shoot at all, which is really bad for Dash because then he gets chewed up. So Dash wants to
get away over the rocks and debris, so that helps him out.
Exactly. So Dash wants to stay at range 2 to 3, preferably range 3, because with the HLC being a secondary weapon, they don't get that extra evade dash.
So you took Dash and him up to the store championships in Radford and you've got a top 8 finish.
Correct.
So
Made top 8 there. I think I went 3 and 2 at the Atomic Empire with the Dash and him combo. I tried Trick Shot Dash for a while, which is a 50-point dash, which makes him a lot cheaper. And even with 52 points, that's what they call him Eco Dash, because he's not as expensive. And so,
the other nice for that revelation.
the other nice thing about the Dash Nim combo is Nim can hold the bombs, Dash can then fly over a bomb.
Sure.
So that way he's not worried about the debris, the obstacles, or the bombs, which really gives him freedom of the board.
So I always think it's cool to hear kind of like the evolution of somebody's build and how they go from here to here and end up in a place that they're at. I think you seem pretty happy with
yes.
it. And that's so cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think this list plays best against? What types of lists? What ships does it play best against?
Yeah, so it actually does really well against triple defenders. And I know that's kind of falling out of the meta a little bit right now, but it does very well against triple defenders.
It does do very well against them. Trust me, I know.
And actually it does very well against ace builds as well, because the bombs help and that heavy laser cannon coming in. So the goal would be to have Nim hit him with a bomb, Nim strip tokens with TLT, and then Dash is your big gun coming in with the 4-dice HLC. So it does very well against those as well. And Dash can almost be as dodgy as an ace a lot of times, so he can play the hard dodging game.
Well, he is an ace.
Yeah, that's true. He is.
When you say aces, you're referring to the small ship aces.
Correct.
Right. So what do you think? The struggles for the ship? What kind of list does it struggle against?
Rack low. It does very poor against rack low, which most 2-ship builds do, but they blind Dash the whole time, or they drop Nim to pilot skill 0, and then Dash just struggles.
Well, and I think rack low is a great build against anything that has Miranda, Nim, I mean those ships in it. So.
Yeah, TLTs don't like Dash, or Dash doesn't like TLTs, I should say. Kanan Biggs is another one that destroys Dash. So those are difficult ones to fly against for sure.
So when you're flying, what is your strategy when you're flying the ship? If somebody wanted to fly this, what are your suggestions for them how to fly this thing?
Yeah, so with Eco Dash, you want to try to build up focuses on Ray right away. Okay. So I slow roll a lot. I want to get at least 3 or 4 focus tokens before Dash really moves into engage. Right. That way you're taking your action at target lock, and you have a target lock focus. And with that HLC, you're doing a lot more.
And damage. Obviously, if you got you got the extra focus out there, you can hopefully bank one on back.
Correct. And if Dash gets stressed, he still has that focus action that he can take, which I think is the advantage over the Rainbow Dash or the Super Dash, is you spend a lot of times, if you're not make a mistake in flying, you're spending your action to boost or barrel roll.
Sure.
If you don't have that focus to use. So, and then the idea is to have Dash kind of circle around, try to bring him through the rocks as much as possible. So I'm circling the rocks with Nim dropping bombs and TLT and Dash HLCing in.
Okay. So if someone were flying against you, what should their strategy be to fly against this list?
Rush Dash, try to get within range 1.
Sure.
And just
get inside his donut.
Yes,
okay.
And just wreck Dash, and then try to keep Nim at bay if you can. Because if Dash gets in trouble, Nim's going to come in with bombs and try
to...
So
I feel like taking Nim out first is key.
Yes.
Especially if somebody can really utilize the bombs.
Yep. And Dash has 2 agility and usually has a focus, where Nim only has 1, and many times doesn't have a focus, depending on what he did. So.
Right. Okay. So that's cool. As far as other lists that you're looking at, anything else that you're looking at flying?
Well, I like the TIE Aggressor. Can't really make that work very well, and everybody knows I love the U-Wing, so sure. I've been trying to do a U-Wing and an Azatec type list or something like that.
Okay.
Hasn't panned out so far for me, but we'll see. I think the Azatec is a good ship as well, so I like to fly that once in a while. But I try to pair everything with Dash. But I think the next thing I'm going to try is the Miranda Dash, which of course is a tier 1 list at this point. So.
Okay. You said Miranda Dash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still pretty high up there.
It is, yeah.
And we just lost our lights, so...
Okay, so, we had a little mishap there with the lights. Got that back up. All right, no problem. Where were we at? I had another question for you was, what are you most looking forward to in the next wave?
Yeah, so unfortunately the next wave doesn't have a whole lot I'm interested in. Gunboat, obviously. I'm actually anxious to see what cannons come in with the gunboat.
Okay.
I don't think Dash is going to be able to use any of them just because the HLC is very good. But I don't know. I mean, I think the Phantom 2 with the coordinate action might be interesting. So if I can find a cheap way to get that in with one more ship, that might not be
so maybe after regionals, maybe it'll be time to stretch out and maybe play a different faction for a while.
It's possible. Yeah, it's very possible.
You're not going to get good at it until you fly.
That's very true.
And honestly, we know that when we're practicing for these tournaments and things, and this is a great piece of advice, guys. Don't just learn to fly your list, but learn how to fly the list that you might face, because this will teach you how to beat those lists, right?
And learn to fly against lists that do well against your own list.
Sure.
I think that's good to know. I know this list is good against mine, but I need to know exactly what it can do and what I can do to counter it.
Okay, so the last thing we like to do here at the Tactical Tauntaun is...
I've got one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I've got one question. So, Joel likes to think that Dash is so awesome.
He is.
He's good. Listen to him.
Here's Dash.
So here's the thing. How come he's not in canon anymore? Maybe he's not as good as you think he is.
Here's the thing. He is technically in canon if you watch A New Hope, the special edition. But they say it's the Outrider, and of course Dash is the only one flying it.
How do they say it's the Outrider?
They just say it is.
No,
the internet says so. I will say that the YT-2400 is canon, thanks to Rebels and thanks to The New Hope.
Yes, but Dash is not.
He will be.
No, he won't.
Episode 8. No. He's going to be in a bar. He's going to turn
be Ray's
around.
dad.
That would be awesome.
He's going to be whose dad?
I could see Ray's dad. There we go. Dash Rendar is Ray's dad. You heard it here
Ray
first.
Rendar. Yep. You heard it here first,
Ray
guys.
Rendar. I like it.
Or he's Snoke.
Yeah, he could be Snoke. You never know. Maybe his ability to ignore those rocks is a force ability. We don't know.
Exactly. So the last thing that we always like to do with the people we interview here at the Tactical Tauntaun is ask the fabulous 4 questions.
Oh no.
So question number 1, and we already know the answer to this one, but who was your favorite character in Star Wars?
Dash Rendar. Read Shadows of the Empire. It is a great book, and he's awesome in the book.
Don't read it. It's awful.
So good.
Hey, what is your favorite Star Wars movie of all time?
I would say Rogue One. I love Rogue One. The U-Wing is great. The movie's good. Before that, it was Empire Strikes Back, but I think Rogue One has taken its place.
All right, fair enough. And who's your favorite actor or actress?
Ooh,
it doesn't have to be Star Wars. It can be anything.
I like Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas,
is pretty good.
And what is your favorite non-Star Wars affiliated book?
Jurassic Park. Hands down. I love Jurassic Park.
Awesome. Well, Joel, man, thanks for being on here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, and look, we look forward to having you back on here doing some flying with friends with us.
I would enjoy that.
Thanks a lot, guys. We are going to be out of here. Please take care of us by liking our Facebook page, share our videos, subscribe to our channel. Will, anything else?
Straighten up.
Fly right.